Hi there, today we're going to take a look at Creative's Metallix Plus, a portable Bluetooth speaker made by Creative. Let's see what it offers. Design-wise, it has a nice and simple design. It's made of aluminium with rubber coating at the ends and the bottom. There's also 2 rubber feet. I think it's meant to be used standing on the rubber feet, but because of the rubber coating, it can also be used standing upright. It has a really nice size, and it's compact and easy to take with you. Weight-wise, it feels really solid. 385 grams. It's both somewhat heavy for its size and very little weight to bring along, though it makes it seem really solid and very stable when you're using it. The speaker has 3 drivers, 2 active full-range drivers and a passive radiator. The latter really gives the sound a needed bass boost and fullness. It's IPX5 certified. The homepage says it's splash-proof and can handle getting splashed with water, and also rain is no problem. The description on Wikipedia for IPX5 is water jets, so I guess it should be able to take some water. It has 2 2200 mAh batteries, which should last up to 24 hours at medium volume. It's not easy to say exactly how precise this is, but as we know, for new batteries this might even do a little longer, but how close you get to 24 hours after a year, that is more interesting. It has Bluetooth 4.2, micro USB for charging, and a mini jack for connecting it with a cable. And a little extra bonus if you will, it's possible to connect 2 Metallix speakers for wireless stereo audio. And if we're looking at the price, we have to consider the audio quality, since I feel that's where it needs to add up. So how is this sound? If you ask me, I would say really good. It's not a boombox or hi-fi system, but a small portable speaker. It has bass that can be heard and felt if you're close enough. The sound is crisp and clear, even at max volume. The bass can't quite keep up at max volume. It's loud, it works, but hey, what do you expect? It's a really tiny speaker. And for what it's worth, way better than a lot of other tiny speakers I've tried. And if we should step into the audiophile's shoes, then yes, the audio spectrum could be wider. It does need a little bit in the high tones and could use a little more bass, but since this is not a 2-way or 3-way speaker and it's not meant to be the main source of audio at a huge party, I think it's okay. And what is a review of a speaker without a comparison? Today I'm going to compare it to Bose SoundLink Mini 2. Why that one? Well, physically they're almost identical. It's 1 centimeter wider and 1 centimeter deeper. The Bose SoundLink has better bass. It can play a little bit louder and it has a cleaner treble, but its mid-range is a little bit muddier. The Metallix, it has okay bass, not as good. Treble could be better, but the mid-range is really good. It makes the sound come nicely together as a whole. It has a battery that promises up to 24 hours. The SoundLink has up to 10 hours. The SoundLink weighs almost twice as much, 680 grams against 385. The Metallix is waterproof. 2 can be linked for stereo. And one of the biggest differences is the Metallix costs around 1/5 of what the SoundLink costs. So you can actually buy 2 Metallix for a stereo setup and still pay less than half. I think the Metallix is pretty cheap, especially when you take sound quality, battery, water resistant and all other features into consideration. It's not made for rave parties, but indoor and outdoor use, or as PC speakers, kitchen radio, camping music, road trip radio. It's a really nice, cheap and small portable speaker. I have 2 Metallix Plus. I can then pair it for stereo, connect it to the computer. There's no wires to be in the way. It's actually a really nice setup and the battery is great, and also it's pretty easy to pack since the speakers are small and doesn't weigh much. So to recap, the speaker is 17 centimeters by 4.7 by 4.2. It has 3 drivers, 2 active full-range drivers and a passive radiator or woofer. It's IPX5 water resistant, or as Creative calls it, splash-proof. It has 2 2200 mAh batteries, which should last up to 24 hours. It has Bluetooth 4.2, USB for charging, mini jack and stereo pairing if you have 2 speakers. And it weighs 385 grams. And I just want to add, this is not a sponsored post. I've bought and paid these speakers myself. I have no affiliation with Creative. But if anyone is interested in the speakers, there's a link in the description which should give you at least 10% discount. Subscribe, like or comment if you want to. If you do, thank you. If you don't, that's okay. Have a nice day.